And welcome back to a new episode of What Wea Podcast. I sound so fucking agitated today. Like, oh my God. Welcome back. I'm here with Chris. How you doing, Chris?
Doing good. How are you doing?
Okay. I'm agitated, man. I'm tired. I got to work for a different... Do you work?
Yeah, I still do English classes.
Oh.
That's work?
That ain't working.
Kind of.
And we got our special guest here back
Very
again.
special guest.
Back from the dead. Mr. Lester Ransom.
He's back.
He's back. A lot of people have been asking us, so, yo, when are you bringing back Lester? And we said, listen.
What's up, man? I'm back.
I said, listen, he was going to come here the other day, but then he fucking bitched out because of some fucking protest.
Nah, man, they shut down the metros. I ain't trying to get caught in them protests, man. Shit. All that tear gas, I know that shit way too well from the States.
Yeah?
Fuck that shit.
You had already faced the tear gas before?
Hell yeah. Even last night in our apartment, this tear gas was coming in our apartment, man. I was like, fuck, man. I can't even sleep right now.
Yeah,
it's real
So
bad.
last week, I was like, man, I don't even want to risk it. Y'all in the Centro, so I was like, that's where they protesting for real.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, I'm by Plaza Nuyoa. They protest peacefully over there until
Those
last
are
night.
so like happy-go-lucky protests
it's
in
like a party in them
It's
motherfuckers.
like a party for them,
yeah.
Nobody talks. Nobody's organizing the people. I'm there with my girl. I'm like, is this a party or are we protesting? Are they not talking about what we protesting?
There's like concerts.
That's
and
what I
stuff,
thought it was going to be when I first went to a protest. I thought somebody'd be like, oh yeah, somos
guys,
chilenos.
yeah.
Queremos ganar buena lucas. Queremos salud. And like, I wanted to hear all that shit. And nobody, they're just playing music, chilling. I was like, damn, we at a party right now, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a rave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But last night was the
Come
first
around
time
these
we ever
parts.
had tear gas come into our apartment. That was
Okay.
the first time. Because we right by a police department, too.
Okay.
So we'll hear like the gunshots and them destroying shit at night. But last night was the first time we actually had tear gas coming in our
So
apartment.
what, were they getting crazy last night?
I guess I didn't poking my heads out. We just chilled. Like when I went outside last night at like, I want to say 9:30, it was like 1,000 bikers protesting.
Yeah.
So they did that and they shut down the road. But that only lasted like an hour.
Yeah.
But after the bikers passed, they blocked some main roads. So when I went to pick up my girl in the car, I had to take some back roads. But other than that, they weren't destroying anything. It's
Okay.
like Plaza Nuyoa is all peaceful
Peace
over there.
and love.
Yeah.
It's so wacky to contrast.
Yeah. You see Plaza Italia, like I saw the videos of them
Yeah.
throwing the bombs at the cops and shit.
Yeah.
I felt bad for them, but at the same time, I see videos of cops just beating defenseless people.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, I know that not everybody's bad apples, and I felt bad for those girls that got the cop girls that got the bombs on them.
Yeah,
You can
the
see their
Molotov
burned face
cocktail.
and everything.
Oh, man.
I felt bad for them, but I'm like, I wish it was one of those cops that was beating on people for no reason.
Yeah.
Like I saw
Yeah,
a group of cops walking through protesters, and a lady was on the ground. The cop kicked her in the stomach. Another cop followed up by kicking her in the head. And I'm like, is
I
that
saw that.
necessary?
Yeah, that's
like,
unnecessary.
is that fucking necessary? Like, I wanted to jump in that video and just beat the shit out of those two cops. Like, you're
I just guess
abusing
that
your
they're-
power.
I just get that they're pissed off now because they have to actually work for a change. You know,
Probably.
fuck these fucking guys are making me work overtime. You know, fucking kick in the head.
Yeah.
They're not getting bonuses either for doing the work. Now,
No, they
right?
are actually getting bonuses.
Oh,
But
they
see,
are?
the thing is, the cops here, they're so corrupt that they would have made that money, you know, by just being the corrupt fucks that they are.
But see,
Alright.
I
So now they
thought
have gotta actually work for
I
it.
thought Chile had the least corruption of cops in South America.
Yeah, but they are still corrupt.
But it's not like
as
corrupt
bad
as
as
bad
like
as-
Brazil you
Or
know,
United
or
States.
the
Like,
States.
people don't fear the cops. They're not going around shooting people, you know?
No, unless the president says, "All right, go ahead and shoot."
Oh, yeah, when he
You know?
declared war, I was like, oh, my God.
Oh my
this
God,
dude.
that was fucking gay when he
Yeah.
said that.
That's crazy, man. But I've seen so many videos, cops getting beat down, cops beating down protesters.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I'm staying clear. Like
So
today,
how's it been for you?
I haven't, like I said, I've only been out, I went out like to protest with my girl by Plaza Nuyoa like 3 times before I found out that there's a law saying that extranjeros aren't allowed to protest. And if they catch you, yep.
Are you for
If
real?
they catch you, they can kick you out of the country, take your visa and kick you out of the country.
Really get deported
So
for
foreigners,
protesting?
aren't allowed to protest and go against the government. It's in a law that never was changed.
No way.
So
No,
I put on
that's
Facebook.
totally a law, yeah.
Yeah, I asked all my
had no
social
idea.
people who follow me and even lawyers and everything. And then, like, obviously the Chileans who aren't lawyers were like, no, you one of us, go out there. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I want to support y'all, but I ain't trying to get kicked out the country. So I had a couple lawyer friends and people who work in government, and they were like, "Don't go. If they catch you,
Really?
I stick out too. My big black ass, you know." I was sitting there with my girl the first couple days, like, it ain't another black person out here. Like, where are all the Haitians and the Colombians at? I'm the only motherfucking black dude here.
If you get deported back to the United States with
Yes,
Trump still president,
I'm like-
he'll deport you again. He'll deport you too. You get
Yeah, I
double
can see
deported
Trump like,
everywhere.
oh, but they'd be like, Trump would be like, oh, but he's black dude born in California. I don't care. Get him out. You know what
out
I
of
mean?
here. Get him the fuck out.
But yeah, so I stay away from it. I'm not trying to risk it, even though I love to support the Chileans because I feel it's for a good cause. But yeah, I just don't want to risk
I
it.
did not know that.
Yep.
So
like
it's illegal
today,
for you to protest.
it's illegal. Today, when I
But
left
has
my
any foreigner
apartment-
gotten caught by the police? And
I don't
it's been
know. I
known?
haven't seen any.
Okay.
I haven't seen any or heard of any. But I know, like today, when I left, I called Chris before I came here. Like, bro, they're protesting by my crib. They got the bikes burned, and these were like kids, 16-year-olds. So, bro, I shit you not. When I walked out of my apartment and hit the main Ransom Street, it was like a movie. It was like little 16-year-olds in all black, faces covered up. And I don't know what they had in their hand to have the smoke coming out, but the smoke was coming out, and they said, you know, Pacos Culiao, like yelling at the cops. And then maybe like 100 meters down to the end of the other block was the cops armored up, looking like they was just ready to, you know, patrol in that bitch. And I'm trying to go to
it's
the
like
gym,
a
and I'm
Wild
in the
West.
middle. So I'm like, damn, bro, like, hope these motherfuckers don't start shooting while I'm here. So when I'm walking through, the little kids that was all protesting, they had the signs for education, like we want better education and everything. And they was like, oh yeah, way on de moda negro compañía. I was like, what's up, baby? ¿Cómo están? And it's like, man, te sigo todos los días en Instagram y modern data. It's like, we love you. Eres lo mejor. I was like, gracias, baby. Cuidado. I was like, mira los carabineros allá. Ellos tienen pistolas y todo. I was like, amigos, cuídate, de verdad.
Yeah.
They was like, so cool with me, bro. I was like, man. And then when I walked past the cops was like, what's up, man? Modern day. And I'm
That's
like,
cool.
what's up? So I'm like, cool, man. Like, I ain't fucking with nobody, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want no problems, man. I'm just trying to go to the gym.
It's just another day at the office for them.
Yeah. So
What do
I'm
you got to
like,
do
man.
today? Beat up some kids. Well, guess we got to do it.
So I
I'm
was
gonna
like,
shoot
man,
some kid's
y'all be
eye out.
safe.
You know, gotta punch in.
Yeah,
Man,
punch it.
so I don't know how it ended. When I got back, I told Chris, I was like, it's cleared. So I don't know how they cleared it out.
I remember when I was in Canada, I had a friend that was Mexican, and he worked at a place that was called the Supply Chain, which is basically like the supply chain for all of like the Canadian Walmart, which is called like the Canadian Superstore. It's like pretty much the Walmart. So
Okay.
they worked. The thing that they did is that the employer told like all these Mexican guys, okay, come down to Canada. We got a job for you. We got a place for you to stay in. And it'll be all awesome, you know, instead of that fucking gay-ass country you have called Mexico. So they all left, and they all lived in a house, like 15 people.
Damn.
You know, and they had like terrible fucking work hours, and it was shit. So then the idea, most of the guys would get there, you know, and then have that job, and then as soon as they saved enough money to move, they would just get the fuck out, and then, you know, they were illegal.
Yeah.
So one of these guys, the guys that I met, he actually did an interview, like a fucking centerpiece, like 6, 7, man, it was like 4 pages of like, discover everything behind the supply chain and the treatment of illegal immigrants and shit like that, you know. And he gave like an interview telling all that, how much they paid him. They paid him like dirt fucking wages and everything. And I kid you not, man, like the next day after that centerpiece came out, he got a letter at home like, we know where you live, we know where you're working, just, you know, leave quietly.
Shit. I mean, of course, what did he expect?
Yeah, that's
did
what
he
I
expect?
thought.
Who
so
would it have
too.
been? Who would it have been?
I mean,
Yeah,
you
I
go
don't know.
against those big corporations, of course they're gonna come after
Yeah,
you, man.
of course, yeah.
Of
And it was
course.
no, it was immigration. It was like,
Well, of course, somebody from the company probably was like,
Ratted
all
him
right,
out.
Yeah, get these motherfuckers out of here.
they're making us look
ungrateful
bad.
or whatever.
Yeah,
they're
that's the way
ungrateful.
they see it. Ungrateful
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And I was like, I thought Canada was all nice people and shit. You know, no, not for that. And for real, man, they would follow him places.
What?
You know, and then he got deported, and he was like, they told him like, listen, you can come like. They gave him, I don't know, like a 5-day window, and then we can like deport you. You know, you can just leave.
Yeah.
Nice. Or, you know, you can wait for us to find you, and then you're just gonna be handcuffed, and it's gonna be fucked up.
Here's a question too. I don't know if you know from him.
Would you-
How do
sorry.
they deport people? Like they just put you on a plane or what?
Okay, so a cousin of mine was deported. That he was in the state. Hold on, they're knocking on the door for some reason. Carry on.
Yeah. I don't know how people get deported.
Yeah.
So
Do they just like have a truck of people that they throw in the back of the truck of deported?
who
people
knows,
again?
man? Like
Take
even
it to the
from
airport?
Cali, I don't know. I'm pretty sure in Cali they just put them in a van or truck and bust them back to Mexico.
Yeah.
But if you up like in other places, Washington, the actual Washington State or higher up, like how they get them out of there,
So a cousin of mine, he got deported. His sister got married, and the guy works at an airline, and they relocated him to, I believe it's Atlanta. Is it Del?
Atlanta.
I shouldn't even say the airline's name, but
Oh,
whatever.
okay.
Okay, so she went and she lives with this guy now over there in the States. And when the waiver visa came out, where you could like go to the States between Chile, remember that agreement that they made that you can like basically now go to the States? Because
I do
before,
remember that, yeah.
because before you would have to like get a stick up your ass to get a visa for the States.
Oh,
Like,
sure.
You'd have to go
And
to the
even when we
consulate.
came here, we had to pay. When I came here in 2009, I had
The
to pay that.
reciprocity fee.
It was like, I think it was like
Reciprocity fee.
a
It's
like $200.
Yeah, maybe
It's a
two.
lot of
I
money.
know it was either high hundreds or low 200s. I don't remember because it was 10 years ago.
So they did something now that you can like go to and from the States, like no problem. Always within like a 3-month window, I think.
Okay.
Something like that. So a cousin of mine, this girl's brother, he would go visit her, and we would stay there for like, I don't know, 2 months, and then get the fuck back here. And then he'd be here for like another 2 months, and then he'd go back there.
Huh.
So over there he worked as a waiter at a Mexican restaurant,
Yeah.
like just to do shit, I guess,
They make decent money if you got a good place.
Yeah, I worked as a waiter
Waiters.
and I made decent money, man. And so the thing is, one day, he was coming back to Chile for whatever reason. His idea was like to start saving money and then eventually like actually do the thing, do it like by law. He didn't want to be like a wetback. He just wanted like,
I haven't
a
heard
quote
that
unquote
in a minute.
wetback.
quote unquote, yeah. He didn't want to be,
Who says
'cause
that?
those
I
people.
haven't heard
That's
that
such a
since Dave
vicious
Chappelle
term.
show.
Yeah. There you go.
He didn't
Oh,
wanna
look,
be-
it's the wetbacks. Yeah. So
It's a terrible term.
it's a terrible
I
term.
thought it died. Yeah.
No, we just revived it, bro. Only here.
Why'd you have
Web
to
podcast.
He didn't want to be a. Why'd you even bring it up?
I don't know, because that's what they call them, right? Wetbacks.
Wetbacks,
Right?
yeah.
An illegal
Oh, man.
alien. Okay, whatever.
All right.
So he didn't want to be that. So his idea was, normalize his papers or whatever. And then one day he was coming back, and the cop said, "Oh, could you pass through here, please?" Yeah, and he's like, "We noticed that you've come here and back for, I don't know, in the last 6 months, you've been here for like 3 times. So what are you doing here?" He's like, "No, my sister just had a baby, so I'm here like helping her out." "No. What else do you do?"
This is in the States.
In the States.
Okay.
"So what else do you do?" Nothing much." "Okay, we're gonna need your cell phone." So they confiscate his cell phone, and then, I shit you not, they go through his contacts. And because of that, because they saw his WhatsApp conversations and all that.
What?
they're
Can they do that?
I guess they can. That's
I
what they
was about
did
say,
to
why
this
did
fucking
he
guy.
open his shit? I
Yeah.
wouldn't be like, nah, y'all ain't getting my code.
This is what happened to this fucking guy, at least. Like maybe we should invite him so he can. I remember him telling me about it. So I guess they can't. I don't know. Let's call it the Tex-Mex Grill, for example, where he worked at. So then the cop came back like, "So what can you tell me about the Tex-Mex Grill then?" Like, "Oh, nothing. Sometimes I just go there and I help out." "Oh, but do they pay you though? Because you know that with this visa you're not allowed to work." It's
Like, no, they don't. I'm just a
don't.
nice guy.
I just go for the
don't want to be
tacos.
bored.
Yeah.
Free food.
So the thing is, yeah, after like all these types of inquiries and shit, they found out that he was actually working. So they were like, okay, it was once he had just got there to the States.
Damn,
He had just got there. He wasn't able to put a foot in outside of the airport. And they're like, okay, we're going to send you back. So he told me that they put you in this like really dark ass room and they take away your watch and your phone and everything. And you're like out of contact with everybody. And they give you like a fucking magazine, and then you just gotta wait in there.
Damn.
And I remember him telling me. I mean, I don't see a reason for him to lie. He's like my really close cousin. I remember that he told me that there was a button there that they told him, "You press this button if you're having like a fucking heart attack. Like you better not make us fucking come here just because I don't know. We're gonna put you on the next flight that's going out. So whatever, just wait here." And it was just him alone.
There's
in a fucking
one
dark
button
room.
to communicate with the world.
Yeah, with the world.
But don't you dare touch it.
So the thing is, he was afraid because they told him, "You're going to leave in a flight that is like, I don't know, like at 5 p.m. And then he saw like through the window or something that it was already dark out. So
Yeah.
he thought, maybe these fucking people forgot about me.
He's like, but
Forgot-
can I touch the button over this?
Yeah, it was like, that was his thing, right? So he thought they had forgot about him because it was just him alone in the fucking room.
Oh man.
And then he went and he fucking touched the button and he said that like fucking 3 people came in with guns. What the fuck's going on? He's
No
like, "Listen, my
way.
flight." He's like, and he told me that they beat him up.
No fucking way.
I'm not kidding, bro.
No fucking
I'm
way.
not kidding, bro.
Somebody called us to get a beat down?
guess-
We're the beat down patrol. We're the beat down patrol.
So who needs a beat up? Yeah.
That's
yeah.
fucked up.
He told me that's
Man.
how it was.
And then they flew him out?
and then they flew him out.
Oh,
They
that's
didn't
terrible.
cuff him though or anything, but they did flew him out, and that's what he said. That all the time he was like, "Listen, I'm not a criminal, you know. Like I understand, okay, maybe but I haven't done any bad shit. Like you don't have to treat me this way,
Yeah.
you know." But they were like, "No, this is the procedure. It's the protocol. We do it.
This is the
everybody."
procedure.
Yeah, this is the protocol.
As they're putting like a taser on the end of a gun.
Yeah,
Like-
beating Latinos up, you know, part of a procedure.
Yeah. I gotta keep my.
That's
shit
what he
legal.
told me, at least.
The procedure. That's not a good. Okay, that's not fun getting deported.
No, of course
Yeah.
not.
I remember when all the Haitians were coming here, they had them on the news too, how they were just deporting Haitians back to Haiti.
Yeah.
And there was just lines of Haitians trying to get in Chile.
There was this TV show that they used to show here in Chile. Fuck, I can't remember what it was called, but it was like at the airport. And it was like a guy like, today we're gonna teach you how to detect people that are lying, you know. And they would grab like, you know, like Peruvians, like little ladies. Like, what are you doing here in Chile? Oh, I just came on vacation.
Lawyer.
They'd be like, okay, how much money do you have? I'd be like, $11. Okay, so how are you gonna, you know?
Go on vacation.
Yeah, you're on vacation.
$11.
What are you gonna do? Like, where's the money? No, I have a friend of mine that's gonna give me money. Really? But I thought you were on vacation and you said you didn't know anybody. You know, and they just try to catch him like that. It was a TV show. They didn't.
How is that allowed?
That's
Wouldn't
kinda
people
shitty.
have to sign off on that
I
shit?
know,
Can't just
right?
air
That's,
that
Let's
that's
catch-
the weird ass thing was who in their right mind want to be on TV? Like,
Yeah.
listen, do you want to be caught here, recorded on your illegal procedures? Yeah, please. You know?
They have to get
So
paid
I'm
something.
gonna be on TV.
They have
Yeah,
to get
of
paid
course.
something. Yeah.
Must be right.
Even
Or it's
that-
just all fake.
No, totally.
You know,
I'm sure.
like
I'm sure
maybe-
some of it's
maybe they
fake.
stage it like according to shit that has happened
Yeah.
before, and then they just recreate
Possibly.
it. Maybe I don't know. I really don't know how the fuck that works, but it's crazy.
We're gonna catch foreigners and their lies. Like that's the producer pitching the show. Like,
Yeah,
what
I
a
remember
fucked up show.
I remember there was one of the Asians that they caught like 15 Haitians, and they all had like the same contact name and number.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they got them all together. Like, yeah, I guess in Haiti or
All right,
whatever.
James.
There was James. Yeah, like I guess in Haiti or something they would pay for like people to like, yeah, we bring you to Chile, just pay us this fee. And then they would be staying like allegedly like at a room, and everybody had like the same address and same contact number. And they were like, okay, just tell us, you know, the truth.
I can only imagine being in a situation like that, bro.
That must fucking suck.
Yeah, man. Just trying to get, better for your family, man.
Exactly.
You gotta make those risks.
Exactly.
That shit is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm hoping Chile would never get to a situation like that where I would have to go back to the States. And I also hope the States would never get to a point where they just screwed.
Dude, I am noticing
Not
like
looking good, but
man, my gringo friends here in Chile, like these protests are like wearing them down.
yeah.
Like-
I've had a couple gringos like, we're going home for a while.
Yeah.
And they
Really?
just go back, yeah.
Remember the
Don't
guy?
lay low?
And then if
Yeah.
you look at just the news too, like even my mom was like, "You sure you don't want to come back?" I'm like, "Nah, mom. The news make it look way bad than it is, way
Yeah.
worse than it is. I'm safe." And I'm like, I'm
safe.
safer
Yeah, there's
here
tear
in
gas
Chile than
outside
I
of my
am.
window.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I
I'm
hear
s-
gunshots every
I'm
night.
still safer
Yeah, I
here
fear
in
for my life
Chile
all the time.
than I will ever be in the
Yes.
States.
That's true.
Somebody's like, "You should go home." I was like, "No, hell no. I will get shot before in the States by a cop, by an angry racist cop before I would get shot here in Chile."
Yeah, by some protesters.
So I would much rather stay in Chile and tough this out. Like I told y'all today, past the protesters, what's up, Lester?
Yeah.
Motor de compañía. Past the cops, what's up, Lester? Motor de compañía. I'm like, yeah, like nobody fucks with me.
The cops like, hey, you want some coke? It should be the same.
Man.
Both
Both
of them.
blow, man. Yeah.
You want some coke?
Yeah. I'm safe here, man. Fuck that. I take advantage of my celebrity sometimes. Cops, I'm not
course.
afraid of cops here. Cops want photos from me too, man. So I don't care. I treat them all nicely and respectful. So I'm good, man.
How about money wise? Have you felt an impact?
Oh yeah, I was telling Chris before we started, I lost out on 2 big projects that would have
Fuck, so did I,
that
man.
would have paid for my bills for a year.
Really?
For
God.
projects, international projects that came out here. I had my contract signed, wardrobe fitting, everything. And they was like, "Lester, we sorry, we got to leave Chile because of the protests."
Yeah.
So my agent did hit me up last week and was like, "Look, they might still do it, but they're gonna fly you to Uruguay or Argentina in December."
Cool.
So I was like, "Please let them do it, because I need that money. I need that money."
Really?
And
So
I
it was a
lost
lot of money.
I lost one of my clients too for training because she's like, "I can't work right now, so I can't pay you."
Yeah, exactly.
So I was like, "Fuck, man, this hit my pockets too, for real." Thankfully I got some savings, and my chick does good for herself too, but she's losing work too. So we all screwed, you know, not just
all of us that work
you know,
independent. Especially.
Yeah, if I don't work, I can't get paid.
Yeah,
just
that's
like
why I had to go to
everybody
this
else.
fucking job today because they called me like, we got a job, you want it? Yes, please.
Yeah.
You know, like I got to take it before because you never know.
And you were
man.
dressed in that bitch shirt when you came back.
Yeah, I always have to. Yeah, that bitch.
Never
I
seen
look
shirts
like a
that.
fucking faggot. Yeah, that's the way I gotta work, man. You know, I have to look like decent. They don't know I'm a fucking YouTuber that fucking swears and shit.
Yeah.
I'm the interpreter guy. Oh, hello, nice to
That's
meet
why you
you.
got to start flipping this stuff, man.
Yeah.
On YouTube, pay, podcasts, earn money too, man.
Yeah,
You
I
get
gotta
your
make
shit up.
everything earn money. Yo, we were gonna have a sponsor here, and he fucking folded too.
Really?
I can't blame him either, because he's
I
like,
can't.
listen, you know, this isn't like a good time for me to invest. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
I understand, man. Like,
man.
I'm not gonna get mad at you, bro. I haven't even said anything though to him. I haven't answered, so he must think I got pissed off. So if you're listening, sorry, I'm not pissed off at you, bro. Please give us money. Oh, what about you? What about your job?
Dude, man, tours, like that whole company went under very quickly.
Damn, hold
Really?
up. So, which one? The Peter?
Yeah.
Peter's tour?
The Peter Tour Company,
Damn.
Yeah, man.
Fuck, and they've been around forever.
yeah.
What, they
Hold
went
on, but-
bankrupt?
There's no way. So they're just taking a break, I guess, right? There's no way they're done.
The tour company
Yeah.
is pretty much done. Yeah. It's folded. Peter's probably going back to the United States.
I doubt that. He's got his wife and a kid here. He's established down here.
He might. I don't know.
And I'm pretty sure he
Actually, I'm
makes
revealing
money off of
information I don't know if
other
I
stuff.
should. Like,
Oh, yeah.
this is bad information to reveal.
Pretty sure he makes money off other stuff.
He may-
'Cause I
he
know
may go
was
back, I don't
hurting.
know.
And I know James from Cantina's been hurting too because they haven't been able to open like they usually are. The restaurants,
Yeah.
not just Cantina, but a lot of restaurants, not making any money because nobody's going out to eat. Especially
No, and they're forced to close
Chileans
them
eat
early.
out happy hour.
Yeah,
Now they're
yeah.
not doing it because it's
Yeah.
not safe.
Yeah, they're forced to close early too.
Yep. So
Like even for us, you go to the supermarket like after 2 o'clock, you're fucked. Like, everything's closed.
That's what I'm hoping too. I was like, we're gonna get out of here so I can get to the store. Shit. But you losing out on tours and English classes?
So I actually got in more English classes because I posted a picture on Instagram.
Oh,
a very
yeah.
professional picture.
I saw that.
He had a bitch-ass
He looked
shirt,
like
too.
he looked like
he looked
Will
like
Ferrell and the dude from Step Brothers. What's the other John C. Riley, bro? I saw that picture and I immediately thought of Step Brothers. I was like, Chris looks so damn nerdy in this
God,
motherfucking
why
picture.
didn't I write that? God, fuck. I should
He
have said
looked
that.
like Will Ferrell because you got the curly hair too.
Yeah, you got
so
the
you look like Will Ferrell and John C. Riley on Step Brothers. I was like, this motherfucker right here.
God, I should have written that. Because I just wrote gay. I should have written, you know, you stepbrother looking motherfucker.
He did look just like it. You was
Like,
just
all
missing
these
the sweater
comments.
vest. That's all you was missing.
Hoy parece como candidato de la UDI. Everybody. Hijo de cost.
Yeah. You kind of look like them, though. You
I
kind
didn't
of
realize
did.
that's like a political photo in Chile. Like in the
This
United States,
is
it's like
so
I'm a
funny.
professional photo.
Really? Yeah,
Yeah.
no, here it's like, you know, my mom and my dad are probably cousins. Here it's like I'm totally inbred and I was homeschooled.
Inbred and homeschooled.
Yeah, inbred and homeschooled. Holy shit.
Yeah, I got knocked out for that. But then I got a lot of responses.
Yeah.
Did you get a lot of
But
students?
Now I'm getting students, but it's like, it's
Because you got so many followers, I would assume you would get a lot of students from there.
they're these girls that like basically want to date.
Oh, they're just like, teach me English, I'll give you vagina.
Kinda. It's unclear.
So you should charge then. Just be like, listen, I'll fuck you, but you just pay me like, you know, what I charge for
A
a class.
blowjob per session.
Yeah. Yeah.
The class is 15.
The class is 15. So be like,
The
listen.
sex is free.
Okay, the class is 15. Just blow me and we'll call it 10.
Oh, my God.
It should be like that.
Oh man. I guess
I'll
I
stick
could.
it in you and we'll do 5. I'll stick it in you in 5, Luca.
This took a turn fast.
It did, yeah.
Yeah, it got all fucking
It got
ranchy
dark.
all of a sudden. Yeah, Jesus
But
Christ.
it's like, yeah, I've had like 3 classes in a row where it's just like, hey, how are you, Javiera? And she's just like, whoa, shit, this girl's really cute. I'm like, wait, is she trying to learn English? She's just like flirting with me.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, oh fuck, but this is fun. Okay, but I'm getting paid for this. I'm like, okay, I could go on a date with her, but like this hour just flew by. I want to continue getting paid for this hour.
Yeah.
So I could try to date with her, but then like,
You'd be
fuck.
spending money instead of making money.
Yeah, I just want to make my, like 20 Luca an hour. If I can get paid for it
Yeah.
and flirt the whole time, that's perfect for me.
Yeah.
I don't need to get laid from the class. Although, I don't know. I just like maintain. It's getting confusing.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm trying to maintain a level of professionalism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can fuck afterwards.
But then she
Be
wouldn't
like,
pay for the class.
hours up. Okay, now take your panties off.
But then she wouldn't think it was like a class anymore. Then it would ruin the class.
Yeah, true.
So I have to flirt, but like just the right amount, not too much, so that she knows it's still an English class. And I get paid for it.
That's quite a predicament, buddy.
See, I don't have those problems with personal training. Normally, the people I get with personal training are people that want to lose weight, and you know what I mean.
Right.
They're not at their best. They say, so they're like, I want to lose weight. So I'm like, cool. I ain't got to worry about none of that shit.
Yeah, but you could tell her, do you know that you can burn a lot of calories by having sex?
Yeah, but it depends what you like. If you like big girls, then you could start training and get you some big girls. Be like, look, I'll help you lose some weight and I'll help you put it back on. I don't know. But, yeah, man. Like I recently did the same thing with you, try to get new clients, but I only posted once on Instagram and only had like a couple people hit me back, and it was just more of like wanting to talk with me. You know what I mean? But on Facebook and to the gringo websites, the gringos all want a trainer who speaks English. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I got 15 years in this. Plus I played football, so I get clients like that a lot easier. So, but yeah, when I find out if you post stuff, online or Chileans because of, you're popular with Instagram and the videos, and then me from TV, people just want to talk with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm like,
this
come
is
on,
an
man, this is
opportunity
for
for me to
business,
meet this
man.
guy.
Like, yeah,
That's what it's
like,
It's like they kind of want to know about my social life, and then people, I had a class too where someone's like, yo soy capuchenta, and they're like, and yo quiero saber como cuánto ganáis por los videos, and I was just like. We're doing an English class. I make no money for my videos.
Yeah.
I make no fucking money. I do this because it's fun. And then I'm like, ¿y cuándo haces show de stand-up? I'm just paying me for the fucking class. Like, I'm not here to be your best friend right now. I'm here to be your teacher.
You're being a douchebag. Shut the fuck up.
Stick to your class. I wonder. I don't know. This is like a blurred line of what people are coming now.
Yeah, man. Well, take advantage of your celebrity, man. You're
Yeah.
young. You ain't gonna be here forever.
Might as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, so we should go for a break maybe now?
All right.
And then come back with more What We're At podcast. And we're back with more What We're At podcast. That was like the quickest break ever.
I think we're just like, do you guys want to keep going?
Yeah, I was like, anybody need to go to the bathroom? No? Okay.
Yeah, I was like, why are we taking a break anyway?
Why
You're
are
taking
we
the
taking
photo.
a break? Look at him.
Live.
Bro, we on these Instagram stories, man.
Live right now,
go.
Instagram
There you
story.
go. So, I wanted to ask you something. Why the fuck would you upload a picture with Jorge Alice?
Oh man,
How the fuck
we
can
gotta
you
talk
say-
about this.
How the fuck can you say that guy's an inspiration? Jesus Christ!
I took the inspiration one
fucking
down. I took
Christ.
the inspiration one down. I got so many messages from people.
Really?
That were like, Cesar's gonna cut your nuts off.
Did they really tell you that?
Yes. I got tons of messages.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
I posted 2 pictures. One with Bomba Fica. Bomba Fica's like in the canon of Chilean comedy. Like everybody knows him. And people just sent messages like, "Is that David Grohl?"
Yeah, everybody says that he looks like Dave Grohl,
Yeah. And I was like,
Who's Dave Grohl?
the guy from Foo Fighters, the singer.
Oh, okay.
He looks like Bomba Figa, man, a little bit.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Now they're both like a little older.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially.
But Jorge Alice. Okay, so
And then
you
after-
hate him.
but hold
and people
on,
are like,
afterwards-
Cesar hates him. Yeah.
Everybody hates him, man.
Really?
Everybody. Do you like
Dude, he
Jorge
killed
Alice?
it in Viña.
I'm not even sure who that comedian is.
Good.
Argentino
Good.
Culiao.
Yeah, that
I
guy.
know who you're talking about. He was there last year or year before.
I think he was this year.
This year.
year.
He got high score in Viña.
Yeah, that's because
Like-
the people that go to Viña are fucking idiots.
Like his show is really clever with the theater when like he has like he's there. Did you watch his stand up at Viña?
No,
Then why do you hate him?
because I can't stand that fucking guy.
Like,
it's a
personally?
it's a long story.
Okay, try to shorten it so I understand why you hate him so much. I like him because he's fucking clever. He makes videos. He panders, okay? He like does what he thinks the Chilean audience will like. That's very clear.
Uh-huh.
But he's fucking clever and he's good at what he does.
I totally disagree with every single statement that you've said.
Every
just
single
now.
part of it.
Every single part of it.
Like I feel like he doesn't do weird comedy just because he likes it. Like everything he does, he
but-
wants the audience to respond to
But first
as
of
big
all,
as possible.
Why
He's the
were you like in the same room with him? How did you get to like meet him?
So I was at the stand-up show called Chile Despertó.
Uh-huh.
It was like 25 comedians from all over Chile performed for free at Recoleta.
Uh-huh.
So like, dude, everybody was there. It was awesome.
Okay. So you were there.
Everybody that you hate.
This was
was
recent.
there.
Yeah, I hate comedians.
This was recent.
Yeah.
Yeah, just last Sunday. Oh, and he was there too.
And he was there. Yeah.
Of course.
And he had the
populist prick.
And he had and he did like pretty much killed it.
Did he kill it really?
And I mean, I don't know. he had like a piano player there that kind of helped,
Yeah, I mean,
he does like a full show.
If I was gonna say anything in his defense, and this will be it, so take note, it's like, yeah, that he went from like saying El Pico La Tula, to like setting up an actual show like with other people and scenery and
Nobody's
that.
I've never seen a stand-up show like that where
Yeah.
like all of a sudden there's these cutouts of.
Yeah,
He's like in the kitchen. And
I'll give him that.
That's clever, man. I've
can
never
give him
seen
that.
it like, and he's taking a dump, and
I
like
can
the
give him that.
toilet right there, and he's like
I
looking
heard
at his
he was
phone.
very creative also.
Yeah.
Creative as fuck.
I can give him that.
He put together a really like a good Vigna show, the best one of all time.
Nah.
He's the James Cameron
Come
of like
on.
comedy, where it's like
Jesus Christ.
he wants
Why
to
do you
no.
James Cameron. Okay, so I'll tell you.
He wants to make it as big as possible, and everybody watches it. But if you think about it like twice, you'd be like, okay, like it's the blockbuster. He's a blockbuster
know why you
comedian.
hate
fucking
this dude
prick.
so
Okay,
bad.
so long time ago, before this was like what, 2010, 2011, I don't know. Before he went on like his first show in Viña, where he created like the character Argentino Julián. So this guy owns a restaurant. It's called El Cachafaz. You must know it.
It's a theater.
Yeah, it's a theater / restaurant / pub, whatever. So I used to work, as you know, I used to be a bartender and waiter. And this business here in Chile, at least, is really small.
Yeah,
like
and they don't pay well.
And they don't pay that well. So wherever you go to a new restaurant, you're like, where did you work before here? I work here. Oh, I knew this guy. Oh, really? Yeah, I know him. And it works like that. Okay, so Jorge Alice was the guy that was like the worst fucking boss of them all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like he would give like the shittiest fucking lunch breaks. He would fucking yell at you if you were like doing anything other than, making him tons of money. I remember this one time that we went to lunch break.
But you worked for him.
I worked at the place just one day. And,
One day.
and again, this was before he was like a comedian.
Yeah.
He would do his gay ass show over there, but nobody laughed at him because he fucking sucks. I had a girlfriend there that worked for a long time. So, and a friend of mine who told me about it too. So, this one time, the guys from the kitchen, they gave us rice and chicken, right? So, this fucking your
For lunch?
inspiration, your inspiration. He came out.
Your inspiration.
Your inspiration. He's like, why are these motherfuckers eating chicken? And the guy from the kitchen was like, well, it was about to go bad, so I just gave it to them, because we weren't gonna sell it anyway.
Yeah.
And he grabbed like all the dishes and he chucked them in the garbage.
What?
These motherfuckers don't eat chicken. If I see you giving these guys meat again, these fucking assholes, you're fired.
Damn.
I promise. I'm not fucking kidding you, bro.
That's a crazy human being.
I
What an
actually wanted to make a video. I did a movie review of his fucking movie, and I had gotten all the people that had worked for him before to talk about it. To be like, listen, this is, now I got like the opportunity to fucking tell everybody who this fucking piece of shit is.
No way.
Let's fucking ruin him once and for all.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah.
Do
And then
you
the
know
day
it?
of, they bitched out. Because again, this is a small fucking business.
Okay.
So if they go work somewhere else, they'd be like, yeah, you were ratting on your boss, so fuck you, we ain't hiring you. And to be
man.
honest, to be a waiter, it's not that hard.
Have
so,
you
okay.
heard of anything of how he works now? Is he still an asshole?
He must be even more of an asshole.
When you met him, was he an asshole?
He was super nice.
Yeah, that's okay.
When I saw him from a distance, he like looked at me, and then he was just like he was locked, like looking at me.
Oh,
And I've been waiting to meet this
fell in
guy.
love. You
I fell in love with Jorge
fucking
Alice, dude.
faggot.
He was so nice. And then
Okay.
he looked at me just like a gringo, like he already knew me.
Okay, so here's the deal. Okay, let's say that this guy is this and everything, right? You shouldn't judge, him as a comedian is one thing, him as a human being is something totally different, and you should always be able to separate that,
Yeah.
I think he's an asshole, but I like his comedy or whatever.
Okay.
But his routine, his whole comedy is that, él es el argentino muy buena onda. And that's what I can't fucking stand.
I see.
Okay.
That's what I cannot fucking stand. It's just fucking, it's fucking pepper up my ass. I just can't stand it. I just
There.
can't fucking
All right,
All right,
stand
man,
it.
dude,
Pepper
you're
up
really
my
good at
ass.
pointing out like hypocrites. You're fucking good at that.
Like, again, like if he was like a total douchebag and then he did like this comedy for whatever, but no, el vamos los chilenos. Did you see? Now with these protests, there was one where they showed him crying, like, oh, I'm so happy my kids can. Motherfucker, man. I know a lot of people that he hasn't paid. I know a lot of fucking
I've heard that he hasn't paid people.
that he hasn't
like,
paid.
yeah.
So
I've
like-
heard that too.
So again, if he was like just an asshole, then okay, just be it. But he's an asshole that also his whole act is that he's so un-assholey.
Okay.
That's why I can't fucking stand him.
You got a fucking good
God,
point.
man.
All right, you got a
God.
fucking good point.
I understand. I don't know the dude, but
Yeah.
yeah, it sounds like an asshole for me.
Sounds
but I don't
like a
know.
total asshole.
Yeah. Damn,
Man, dude, you got a point. All right.
Yeah, I remember once somebody, I guess it was him. I don't know if it was actually him because I don't know if he's the one that actually manages his account.
Okay.
And he was like, whoa, those are some pretty serious allegations. You should be able to prove them. And I was like, if I could prove them, this fucking guy would be in prison.
Yeah.
You know, like fucking, oh God, I can't stand him.
I will say, like, he does his like everything he creates.
Yeah, fuck you, buddy. Get the fuck out of my house.
Yeah. All right, man. I was gonna say, no, he throws a lot. Tira mucha flore one. That much is obvious. He's not gonna do anything weird just to make it like a funny. I like this. It's weird. Yeah. No, it's. Yeah. I want the most Chileans to watch this every single time. He's like the Jay Leno of fucking Chilean comedy.
But I mean, he's just like
he's clever.
He's just like the figure of like, I don't know, like when you talk. I'm not gonna say he's a psychopath or anything, but you know, like when they discover like mass murders or shit like that, it was like, oh,
those nice guys, the Ted Bundy, whatever.
No, I never knew that, you know. So oh God, I can't wait for him to fall, man. I know it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I know it will, and I'm gonna be there. Dancing.
That's why
he's gonna Carroll Dance
themselves. That's why people need to mind themselves, bro. Like, I don't understand why people are assholes. I just don't get it.
Me neither. Like, there's no point in. Like, especially like the whole chicken thing. Like, I could understand maybe if it was like, yo, that was the last chicken that we had, and I just had an order. But he was like, no, these people, you don't give chicken to these motherfuckers.
Sheesh!
You know,
I wish I was working in a
these are my employees.
Would say that to me.
Oh God, I know, right? Fuck.
Man.
I know.
Hell fucking no.
It's just again, you know, like people, you know, if you want to be a waiter, you can actually go to a place and they won't be like, yo, you need a contract, you need this. It's a job that anybody can do, right? Mm-hmm. So he takes advantage of that shit.
That's just horrible.
And then he says, los políticos roban y tratan mal a los extranjeros. Así, vos mismo, culiao.
All right, you gotta. All right, man.
I don't understand people like that, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. Whenever I go to work, whenever I'm doing shit, I try and speak or treat everybody cool. Like, I don't give a fuck you a janitor. I don't care if you know, holding the mic, you know, camera dudes. I try and be cool with everybody, bruh.
Dude, you know who's like the nicest fucking person
Who?
I've ever met? Stefan Kramer.
Yeah, he's cool as shit.
Dude, he's so nice.
Hella chill.
He's like the most talented person maybe in the world. And he's like the nicest fucking guy.
He's cool as shit. I've worked with him a couple times, man. He's hella cool.
Man.
He's real chill.
Yeah. I can't imagine like him fucking people over.
Yeah.
I remember like he got interrupted during a show by a fan that wanted a picture with him. Like this is while he was like playing guitar. I was watching his like live show, and he could have been like, "Hey, fuck you!" Like I'm in the middle of what I'm performing. He like let her take her picture and like he made it part of the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was like the nice dad that just goes along with it because he's cool.
Yeah.
You can fuck with like everyone's gonna fuck with that guy's dad because he's cool with it. You know.
Yeah.
He like let her take the stage almost, and he didn't bat an eye. And it just seemed like
he's been doing this forever, man. I feel like when you've been around so long like that, I feel like you either gonna go either one way or the other. You're gonna be so cool because you know it's your life, or you're gonna be an asshole because you're like, fuck, man, I got to deal with this shit again. But you chose this shit, motherfucker. Nobody's forcing you to be famous.
Yeah, I just think that maybe Kramer knows that what is actually keeping him up is his actual talent. You know, like for example, Jorge Alice, he's a fucking ticking time bomb. You know, people are gonna wake up suddenly and they're gonna realize that this fucking douchebag has been just selling us lies all these years just to make money. You know, Stefan Kramer, he doesn't have that, so he doesn't have to be a fucking douchebag because he's gonna make money forever until he fucking dies.
Oh yeah,
He's so you
know, because
he breathes talented.
Yeah,
man. He's
you know,
insane.
but Jorge Alice just found like a really ignorant niche to fucking exploit and then to sell this fucking happy face to, and that's gonna fucking fall over everybody, man. Every dog has his day. So true. Right now
I'm waiting for mine.
Yeah, you know, so that's why now, you know, he's actually like a prick and all that because it's something that he knows that he's not gonna be able to pull off forever. You know, like Stefan Kramer, he could go to fucking Colombia and he could imitate people there, and he would fucking kill it.
Yeah.
He's been working in the States.
He imitated Jim Carrey?
He imitated Jim
in
Carrey.
English, and I was like, that's the best Jim Carrey imitation I've ever seen.
Did he do it in English or Spanish?
In English.
Oh, okay.
You know,
I've always
Doctora
wondered
Polo,
if
all them, you know, he's
spoke
done it.
English.
You know, what the fuck is Jorge Alice gonna do? Like, go to the States and be like, oh, I'm an Argentinian and I love people. No, nobody's gonna buy that.
You can't go back to Argentina.
No,
everyone hates him there.
You know, it's here. So
has
he has
there
to
ever
fucking
been a Chilean
keep the
crossover?
gig
Do anything in English like that?
Copano, but we don't want to talk about him.
No, fuck that guy.
Copano has pretty bad English jokes.
Yeah,
they're
never
not
seen
good.
him. Are they
in
not
English?
good?
His English, when he speaks English, I don't know why, his voice is like annoying to me. when he speaks English.
I'm not sure who that is, but I think if
Fabricio
anybody
Copano.
could do it, it would be Belén Mora because she speaks perfect English.
Really?
I always tell her she needs to go to the States.
I've never heard her speak English.
She speaks perfect English without an accent.
Really?
Yeah, I've always told her she needs to go to the States and try some shit in the States because
I've
she's
never
that
spoken English.
talented.
I've seen her like 4 or 5 times.
speaks-
I've
This is
never
the guy that
spoken.
annoys Chris.
Oh yeah, Fabricio. Yeah, he's cool. I used to work with him in Cruz de la Comedia.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's a
he
chill,
says
cool
that
dude.
He annoys him in
He
English.
doesn't speak good English though.
It's annoying. His voice is annoying. to hear.
He never spoke to me in English. It's just broken English, unless it's improved over the years. But
A little bit.
Belén speaks with no accent. You wouldn't even be able to tell she was Chilena.
Really?
She sounds straight up gringa when she speaks English.
Cool.
Yeah, and there's very few that could do that on TV or whatever from here.
It's really hard. Like comedians that are Chilean. No, I think
Yeah.
no.
I think Belén. I always tell Belén when I go back to the States and go to castings. Once I make my shit, I'm definitely
bringing you
bringing her
back.
to the States to do
Yeah.
some shit with me.
Cool.
Cause she's that good.
Yeah,
man.
because I remember you told us last time that she was like really good to you.
yeah, she's cool as shit. She's hella nice.
And
man.
she's told you a lot of crazy shit, right? About
Yeah.
it, and you could tell us right now.
Yeah.
no.
That you can delve deeper into right now.
Belén's cool though. She's always helped me with work. I was doing stand up with her this year, and she would tell me what I should do better after the show, how I could practice. She's like,
Cool.
this delivery was cool. Work on that. Like, she's a good ass mentor.
Yeah, because most of these motherfuckers don't want you to make it.
Oh yeah.
You
No,
know, most of them they'll be like,
definitely
yeah,
don't.
you're funny. Yeah, I love
And
you,
then
man.
hold
Trust me,
you
like
down,
like
yeah.
the worse you perform, the more people are like,
Yeah,
the
what's
comedians
up?
are like, yeah, great job.
Great
Yeah.
job.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's like
because
the opposite.
They don't want you to be fucking successful because you're the competition. You know,
That's true.
comedy
But see,
here is a small circuit.
People like that, man, you don't need to work with. I don't know if you've had bad experiences like that, but majority of people I've worked with and I've talked to afterwards, like I feel like Rodrigo Villegas and Belén Mora as stand-up and comedy and just, you know, Belén more too with TV because she'll shoot me castings whenever she sees stuff too. She's like, Lester, perfect. You know what I mean? Those are the type of people you want to have on, you know, have your back
Around
because
you,
they've been
yeah.
doing it for so long. You know, but I've worked with people too. I'm like, you know, how'd you do? How'd you think? Oh, you did great. And then you never hear from them. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you never know if it's because, like you said, is it because you did good and they don't want to work with you, or you did shitty and they don't want to work with you? I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure, motherfucker.
Yeah, there's a lot of envy, man. A
Yeah.
lot,
But if you
know?
can find people in this industry that literally help you out and want nothing in return, bro, then the people you got to make sure you're cool with too.
Yeah. And then,
You know what I mean?
And then pay it forward.
Yeah, and return the favor when people come in.
You know,
like,
when you're-
Chris started too, I was like, let's hit them videos before you. Like,
That's
now
right.
you got more followers than me. But I was like, even before, I was like, bro, let's hit these videos, man. I ain't
Yeah,
got
yeah.
no problem. Let's get it cracking. Like,
Yo,
whenever I
so-
see other gringos out here, I will help. I have no problem helping. I'm not afraid. You know what I mean? Even if they do, like Levi, my boy, jokes like, if it was another black person, you'd be like, nah, I'm like, fuck you, bro. I don't care if it's black either.
Yeah.
Like, I
Who
want,
gives a fuck?
you know, like, yeah, I don't give a fuck, man. Like, you ain't really hurting me, and if we competing against each other, that's better for me. That'll make me better. You feel me?
cool,
I
man.
don't
Exactly.
care.
So when you're hired for Black Panther 2, then you're gonna remember What Way podcast.
Hey, bro, let me get a role in that motherfucker. That'll be dope.
I remember the guys from the podcast in Chile.
Hey,
Maybe I
I'm
should
definitely
invite them
going
over.
for big ass roles when I get there in March. I definitely will.
So you're going down in March, you said, because we talked about this, but off air.
Yeah,
so you're
yeah.
Gonna go.
That's
you're
the
gonna go to the
plan.
States in March. That's your plan.
Yeah. So I got to see with my health situation. I don't know if we talked last time. I was in a clinic for 2-3 weeks. Got problems with my kidneys and my lungs. So I'm in a treatment that'll last until March. So I got to get this last treatment. And then the plan is to go to Atlanta, man. Try and hit all them castings at the Tyler Perry studio, all of that shit. I'm
To the
30.
Tyler
I'll
Perry
be
studio.
37.
Tyler Perry's dude.
Yeah, I'll be 37 when I go, so I'm not competing against a bunch of young kids. You know what I mean?
True.
Like, I'm gonna be going up. I could be a father. Like the big role that I just lost for the commercial campaign, I was a father. I had
Okay.
a wife. I had my TV wife and 2 kids. You know what I mean? So when I go to the States, I could, you know, keep this and be a father, look older. I could shave if they want me. They gonna pay me and give me a good opportunity. I don't give a fuck. I'll
dude,
shave.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's the whole plan. I'm going. I'm gonna be there for 2-3 months. I'm gonna take classes. I'm gonna do stand up in the States too, in Atlanta.
Cool,
I
man.
already found a couple places I could do stand up at. So I'm just
Cool.
gonna try and get my name out there, bro. That's all I'm doing. The worst I can say is no, and I lose shit, and I come back to Chile. You feel me?
And you'll be like just where you are now.
Yeah, exactly. Which is not a bad thing, but
No.
I want movies. I want big roles, bro. I've already worked on HBO 3 times. Amazon just filmed with them for a big TV series coming out next year, bro. I want big shit. I've never been like a protagonista. I want to be like one of the leads, you know? That's what I want. So I'm not gonna know unless I try. That's
Exactly.
what I'm gonna try and do.
That's awesome. man.
So
You're not gonna own unless you bone.
That's true, yeah.
You don't
know.
own unless you bone. I like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, just like Chris wants to keep doing, comedy and getting big with that. I know you said you wanted to go to maybe China next.
I never said
You wanna
that.
go to China?
What was it? China or Japan? You said you wanted to go somewhere.
Oh,
What
yeah,
were you
South
thinking
Korea,
on that?
South Korea.
Okay, my bad. See, I'm horrible with geography. I knew it was something like that.
That's
South
where
Korea.
you racist.
My bad. I'm horrible. I apologize.
That's some pretty racist shit. Somebody with some
China,
yellow skin.
Japan,
Same
South
shit.
Korea. So my bad. But yeah, I want to do acting, bro.
That's
That's what
okay.
I want to do. I got it.
You really want to go to South Korea?
I don't know. I think I want to get to a point where I'm making stuff in Chile that's undeniable. Where even my parents in the United States can watch it and be like, all right, motherfuckers.
So why would you
made
walk
it.
away from that then?
No, so I would stick here for another year until I'm either do a web series or something that everybody's seen in Chile. And they're like, that's the fucking gringo. And he put his take in the humor here.
You
So
want to
if
be
you
like
start money-
mainstream?
I don't know. I just want to do something people remember and is unique.
Because I've heard that a lot of people are artists, especially in this day and age, are really against mainstream for some reason. Do you feel the same, or do you understand where they're coming from, or not necessarily?
And what is it's Chile, so it's not really that mainstream
No,
anyway.
but I mean, people no, I don't want to be like that. I don't know, TV. I don't want to be on TV. Like for example, I would not like to be on TV. For example, me. There's no
But
way
you're
that I
not
would
also,
actually be
but
on
you're not also an actor, so that's
No.
not what you're going for. I was
Yeah.
gonna say, if you're saying actors are saying this,
No,
or
I think
comedians are
not.
saying
Comedians
this,
are,
they're
I
definitely
think
lying. Because if they had that big opportunity for a Netflix role,
Yeah,
or it was
they would
stick to
fucking
Chile,
take
if
it.
they had a TVN show or a Television show, they would take that shit in a heartbeat.
Yeah, true.
You
So
don't want to
maybe
be an
they're just full
actor,
of
so
shit.
I could understand you
No,
saying that.
I mean I have not acted ever. I mean I have acted, but I'm not. I wouldn't call myself an actor. Fuck that. I act terribly.
so I can see why you wouldn't want to be on TV.
Yeah, no. I kind of think my niche is like the internet.
You're anti-TV, movie,
Nah, I
the
mean,
establishment
I
of
just-
what creates
I just think that the internet is like an okay place for me.
yeah.
You know?
Hey, and
That's-
there's
that's
money to
definitely-
be made, man.
Yeah,
People-
there's a lot of money to be
Shit,
made.
there's
in
some
the
internet people with more followers than superstars like Will Smith and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's just because of internet. And that's the next generation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
It's
My
fucked
buddy
up.
works as a creative. I'm not even fucking kidding you. He's like a creative consultant to Will Smith.
that'd be dope.
I'm trying to get Will Smith to say a message. If I can get can you make Will Smith say Chupa lo Carroll Dance?
Yeah.
Oh,
that would be
that would be
insane.
awesome.
I think he would do it
Insane.
if your boy would do it.
He
Will
wouldn't
Smith
know
seems
what it
like
means.
a chill dude.
Yeah, but
He seems like he would do it just because.
he could sink Carroll Dance's career.
Oh yeah.
I saw
Can you
him.
fucking imagine?
God, what do you think
Do that
about the
shit.
whole Carroll
Shoot,
Dance
shoot,
debacle?
look
I
Carroll
still
Dance.
don't know. And I asked Chris the other day, and you responded or something. I don't think you did respond or something like that.
About what?
the
About
Carroll
Carroll
Dance. I don't even know what that shit is.
It's a guy. That's his name.
Yeah.
His name is Carroll.
The
It's,
TV
it's
dude?
Carroll Lucero. Yeah.
The famous dude here.
Yeah.
Okay, I know who he is. So he has a dance.
No.
No, they call it. That's his name. That's like his what's it called? A pseudonym? Carroll
Yeah.
Dance. Because his
I
name is
never
Carroll
heard of that
Lucero.
shit.
That's like a stage name.
It's like a stage name.
Huh. Because he's the one who's he was on the morning show for a while on Mega.
Yeah.
For
Is
a
he still
while.
on there? Or you got?
I think
know.
not. I think not. I'm not sure.
They kicked him out
So it was suddenly. I don't know. Maybe they kicked him out. I don't.
because
think
I haven't
so.
seen him back.
Right. But I think that he asked for time off to get all this shit out.
He's a beast.
Man.
He got hella work, man. He's a superstar. He's chilling in Chile.
Yeah.
He's got it made in Chile.
Yeah,
He was
made-
He
until
hosted
about-
More Than Day a couple times when Kike was gone. Mm-hmm. And he would come and host in place of Kike.
Yeah.
Him and Vanessa. He was a
Okay.
chill dude, cool as fuck. I ain't never had a problem with him, man. I saw him in traffic once and we said, "What's up?" I got out of the car and said, "What's up?" I was like, "What's happening, man?" He was with a chauffeur. I was like, yeah, and I'm chilling. I'm like, "What's up, bruh?" We was right next to each other in traffic.
So it started out like a meme, I think, for everybody.
Yeah.
That people started we should really take down Carroll Dance. It kind of started
because he didn't respond to the protest when they happened.
No,
He didn't-
but it had been happening before the protests.
Oh, really?
I remember hearing about that shit long before the protests.
Really?
Yeah.
Why would they want to take him down? What has he done before that?
Like I said, I'm pretty sure it started out like a meme, like an internet meme. Fuck this guy up.
I think he's kind of progressively gotten to be more of a prick over
And
time.
then so then they're saying that he's a degenerate.
Well, see, I don't watch Chilean TV. What's making him a prick, though? You know what I mean? Only times he's been on Modern Day several times, so he's always been cool to us. I've never seen him interact with fans like that. You know what I mean? So
I remember-
I don't know him like that.
No, me neither. I remember in one episode of the other podcast, I remember that I asked, but what did fucking Carroll Dance do to get this?
Yeah.
You know, and most of the people said, Well, nothing. It just started out like an internet meme, and then some people started to actually like look into the guy, and they found out like some shady.
But what's
like,
some shady
you got a
shit,
blowjob
though?
during
he
your
got a blowjob
Yeah.
during a fucking interview.
What's wrong with that?
I know, but I mean, but still, it's pretty douchebaggy.
That's pretty weird.
He dating a chick,
no, but
He was like
but-
live on.
yeah, he was
on-
like live on like a radio show.
That's pretty dope, bro. I ain't even hating on no boy.
No, I ain't hating on him either, but it's just that everybody noticed because you can see like the chick's head pop out.
It was just
suddenly.
like his girl, a fan, a groupie. What?
I don't know.
That's pretty
no one
dope.
knows. No one knows.
That's pretty. If anything, if that happened in the States, that would boost the man, bro.
That would
He'd
boost
be
the
like,
man. Well,
you take
Well,
him up.
Like I said, I remember when that happened. Maybe that would be like the genesis of it. I'm not sure. But then they found like some interviews that he would be like, yeah, sometimes chicks, they don't notice and I'll just, record them. I'll drop a pencil and they'll bend over and I'll record them, and then I'll just keep it for later.
I
He'd be
never
saying shit
understood.
like
That's pretty
that.
creepy.
I never understood famous dudes, famous people who need to do that shit.
Why?
Like,
I
you're
know.
famous.
Why the fuck would they have
You're
to do
fucking
that?
famous. Why do you need to do that? I'm sure you could just be like,
Hey, wanna fuck?
Send a tweet out to the Chilean population,
Be like,
hot
"Listen,
chicks
I'm
who want to
horny."
kick it with me. Yeah, his inbox would be full.
Yeah, he could be like Dan Bilzerian.
I don't understand famous people who do that shit. It makes no sense to me, man.
Yeah.
None whatsoever.
Well, see, the people that are going like actually deep into that say that it's because it's a pathology. It's not actually the fact that they want to see like the women,
Yeah.
but they want to feel the sense that they're in control.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
It's like a whole power struggle thing.
Interesting.
According to like the
Or
people
doing
that are
something they shouldn't do.
or doing something they
Yeah.
shouldn't. It's just the fact. I don't know. It's like
So that's why he's a creepy fuck.
yeah, something like that.
Some pathology.
I guess it's like the power exchange. I don't know. It's like when a prostitute, right? You're like, I see here, 50,000. Okay, suck it. I guess it's something like that. I guess.
I just, with famous people, like my boys will hit me up like, bruh, like how you work with these chicks and not hit on them? I'm like, first of all, I'm not a lame. I've been, meeting chicks my whole life. Like, I'm not a thirsty, desperate dude, so
Yeah.
it doesn't bother me. And I know if I creep out all the chicks, nobody's going to work with me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm respectful. I've literally been in rooms where I'm changing and girls are in bras and thongs, titties popping out. And you'll
Titties
be like,
popping
you'll see it on accident, but I'm not
I'm
just
professional.
You'll see it on accident, but like, swear to Bob, like on modern day, we all change in the back. We're
Okay.
all changing. So I literally don't look because I'm like, look, man, I got to work with these people. I'm not trying to be a creep. I'll turn away. Sometimes
You've seen the
can't.
camel toe. You've seen that.
I'll turn away and I'm like, look, I'm not trying to creep nobody, man. So it's just like, and some of my dudes are like, bro, you need to just stare. I'm like, no, man, that's how you lose work. So I'm just like,
Exactly.
if I know the
There's
girls are
pornography for
changing,
that.
yeah, I'll walk away or, turn my head, things like that. Because it's pointless to be that creepy motherfucker. Like,
Dude,
why?
I had a funny moment at the costume store yesterday. I was looking for the costume for the Carroll Dance video, which we're going to film on Friday. With the song Carroll Dance. Hey, Carroll Dance. It's coming to a YouTube near you. But yeah, I was at the costume place. And when I entered, there was this girl with her mom. And she was probably like 20. And she was dressed like Wonder Woman.
Uh-huh.
And dude, she was gorgeous. She was so hot.
See,
I
you
was-
need to hit on those in those situations, bro.
Oh my God, dude. Titties popping out.
And you didn't hit on her, why?
No, because she's with her mom.
Fat.
And
Hit on the mom too.
you El
There's just
Gringo, bro. You El Gringo.
I was kind of looking at her like to the point where it's like, all right, there's like two women that work at the store as well, and the mom's there, and so I didn't want to be like weird either.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be creepy.
Yeah.
So then, as she's trying stuff on, she's saying like, "Oh, que no me queda bien esto," and I remember thinking to myself like, Jesus, like
where you
this
chime
is
in.
ridiculous. And then she
Just waiting for you, man, to say you look nice.
And then all of a sudden, it was like, the mom's like, no, pero te queda bien. And then it goes to like the owner who was like, sí, po, mijita, te queda bien. And they looked at me and I was just like, sí, po. Está espectacular. Dije como, oye. I was like, está espectacular. And they all just started laughing.
Yeah.
And they were like, they wanted me to hit on her more or
See,
something.
that's what you
I was
should.
like,
Why'd
man,
you do it,
tripping.
man? This fucking
Imagine-
asshole is single.
See?
I was about to be like,
Single.
oye, quiero que te sientes acá en mi cara.
That would have been a great pickup line.
Just to freak him out.
That would have been a great pickup line, bro.
Siéntete acá, por favor.
Bruh.
Throw that
Hold on.
lasso of truth on my dick.
I'm gonna tell one more creep story, bro. I was filming a month ago, 2 months ago, and we were filming on a Chilean TV show. I don't want to say the name of the girl.
Okay.
But so we're at a hotel, and it's me being a couple with this girl. and we're in robes, right? So the director was like, hey, Lester, take your shirt off because they're coming in and they're interrupting us being a couple.
Okay.
So the dude's like telling the girl, can you be sexy and open your thing open too? Take your bra off because it looks like, cover your tits, but take your bra off. So she just does it in front of her, so her tit pops out. I turn away, right? And as I'm turning away, I'm like, once I know she got her clothes back on, I look back and the director's just staring at her titties, bro.
Yeah.
Like, they weren't even that big, but he didn't even try and hide it. Like, his eyes lit up when the titty came out, the nipple came out and everything. And I'm just like, bro, you're the director, homie. Like, have some class.
Show some class.
Yeah. And I'm just sitting there like, you could tell the girl was a little embarrassed because her titty popped out, but she just went on working. But I was just like, come on, bro. Like, you the director, homie. You can't be acting like this. You was a camera dude, I understand, but...
And it's just a boob.
Yeah, it's just the boobs. She was a cute chick, but I was like, yeah, come on, man.
I've seen boobs before.
Yeah.
Boobs pop out. I've been with girls like at the beach, and we're like playing frisbee, and all of a sudden, like, boom, their titties pop out. Or like we're playing in the water and stuff, and like, titties pop out. And
Spring
they're always
break.
like kind of cool with it. Like, I don't know. That they're cool. I'm always like, oh shit, like your boobs are here. Like, there's everyone around. And they're just like, yeah, it's okay.
I remember once I woke up at a party. I was partying like when I used to study like in university. I had like my class was just girls, nothing but girls. And I remember that we would party. One of them had a place like in Santa Ana, and we would party there like every fucking single day, basically. And then I remember one Friday, I woke up in the morning and I see that everybody's staring at me. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I looked down, and my pants, they had like a hole right here, right?
Oh, no.
So I had my dick just like this.
How did you
Just
not
out
feel the
there.
air?
I was sleeping, and I woke up.
Oh, man.
I don't know. It was a hole. It wasn't that I had like
That's
my
funny.
zipper off or anything. It was just
Yeah.
that I had a hole, and I wear like these really like loose fucking boxers.
Yeah.
So for some reason, that motherfucker just went out. It was just hanging out. Like
the
that.
Groundhog Day.
And it looks fucking ugly, man. Like a fucking limp penis is fucking ugly, man. At least when it's like nice and hard, it's different. But it was just out there, and I was like, oh god. And everyone's looking at me like, nice.
That's
like,
funny.
all
I've
right.
never had my dick just pop out like that.
The
Fucking
dick
dicks
slip.
are
The dick slip.
The dick slip,
Yeah. And
I
dicks
wear
are fucking
my
ugly.
boxers. I've never free balled. I don't understand how people free ball either. That shit's just not comfortable, man.
It's not.
I do. I free
But
ball a
how,
lot.
man? Your dick just and balls hanging out all over. I couldn't do it, bruh. I need the support.
Not in the summer. Not in the summer.
I mean, it depends. Like, if I'm at home, I'll do it. If I have to go jogging, then no fucking way, right?
Yeah.
But then, when was the last time I jogged, too?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it's comfortable, man. I like the freedom.
Fuck
freedom of
that
the free
shit.
ball.
Fuck
Isn't it
that.
ironic that the gringos don't like to andar a lo gringo?
Yeah.
And then this motherfucker.
I know. I remember when I heard that. I don't know where does that come from.
I don't know
Is
where it
that
came from
actually
either,
true?
but I did hear that too. Nah,
I don't know why.
I didn't read. In the States, I only knew a couple of my homeboys that would go out free balling. I'd just be like, y'all tripping. Especially if you go to a club and you're a dance club, you got jeans on, you grinding on a girl with a cake, and it's grinding on your penis. Oh, hell no, I couldn't fucking.
And it fucking hurts. too.
Yeah,
Fucking
that zipper,
hurts.
that back zipper can't feel good, bro.
No,
like,
of
fuck
course
that
not.
shit. Y'all
Yeah, no, I said
tripping.
there's a time and a place for free balling.
Yeah.
Going
I
to
just
a
wear
club is not
shorts
one.
here.
Yeah.
For real. Nah,
Yeah.
fuck that.
Yeah, but why do they call it then andar a lo gringo? I remember when they told me that. I'm like, I really don't know.
I think, because y'all call gringos everybody that's not Chilean, like English
Gringos
speakers.
are
Maybe
supposed
that's
to be
more
yeah.
European.
Oh, could be.
Maybe. Because
Yeah,
you hear
you're-
like, in the States, we hear like the European folks are the craziest ones. They're the ones with the nude beaches. They're the ones walking around topless. You know what I mean? And the Speedos and shit.
The
Like when I be
Speedos.
out here at the Chilean beaches and I see like black people in Speedos, I'd be like, that motherfucker ain't from the States. Ain't no black folk from the States rocking the Speedo. You know what I mean? Or Zunga. None of that
Zunga,
shit.
yeah.
If
Those are
I
fucked.
if I put on a Speedo or a Zunga out here and was just walking around, I'd lose my black card in the States for real. Fuck that shit. I ain't
Really?
rocking no Zunga or no Speedo. Straight black dude ain't happening.
Really?
Ain't happening.
Really?
Nah.
I remember that I had sungas when I was like a kid. Though.
Yeah, that's,
Like my
that's
mom
Latin
would-
America and European, bro. That in the States, you rarely see that stuff. Rarely. You go to
don't see
California,
too
but
much.
that's because the gay population is big. They rocking it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
So it's like
Yeah,
more of a
yeah.
gay thing, the sungas and speedos.
I don't know
Or
nowadays.
Party
it was
Boy
back in the
from-
days,
Party
but
Boy
I'm
from
not
Jackass.
sure.
Yeah.
Party
Chris
Boy.
Pontius.
When he's like, this music's really good. And like he would go to like when they were in Japan, right, for Jackass the movie.
Yeah.
And he'd just like go to a stereo store.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, hey, can I play a song? And he plays like a really like effeminate like and the owner's there like, okay. He's like, it's really good, the song. And then he just strips into his
strips out.
he has like roller skates on all of a sudden. He's running around the store. Party boy.
Fucking Speedos.
Oh, man.
Party boy's great.
Yeah.
I'm good, man.
So, what, have we reached the end now? Is it the end?
I mean, it's 32 minutes
You
for
don't think
segment
so?
2.
You want to go more?
We haven't even eclipsed an hour.
Yeah.
So, what, you want to keep on going?
Yeah. I got a funny story, man. Then
All right.
We're going to keep going, bro.
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
I went to a party with my boy out here in Chile.
Yeah?
And this is like a year or two ago, maybe, right? So being on TV, whatever, being the only black person too, makes me stand out. So if I go to a barbecue or an asado, just guarantee you somebody's gonna recognize me just because I'm a big black dude.
Yeah.
So we go to this party, right? And this girl, and we at this party at a married couple.
Yeah?
And so it's the wife and the husband hosting this party. And they drinking and everything. And I get there and the girl's like, no lo puedo creer, tú eres el negro de Morandé. Like, she's like, oh, I love you, te amo, eres lo mejor. I'm like, gracias, cool, right? You know, and then he's like, yeah, she's like, this is my husband, this is our house, thank you for coming, all in Spanish. I'm like, cool, thank you for having me and everything. She speaks a little English, so she's trying to speak English to me too. So then we drinking, we chilling, and she's just like all over me, hugging me, tried to sit on my lap, and
The
I'm like,
married
look, lady,
girl.
yes. I'm like, can you sit on the
God.
chair? You know what I mean? Like, yo, husband's right over there. Like, what the fuck? And she's just like, oh my gosh, like, I've always wanted a negro like you. And I'm just like, in Spanish, I'm like, lady, your husband's right there.
And so she's
like,
getting married?
They're already married.
already
They live
married.
together. She's like, you're so gorgeous. I love you. Like, I'm like, your husband is right there, lady. Like, I was uncomfortable, bruh. And my
Oh,
boy's
that's
sitting here
crazy.
trying to help me. I'm like, bruh, get this bitch away from me before her husband stabs me or some shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm just like, bruh, like, this shit is crazy. My boy's dying laughing. I was with a chick, too. Like, she didn't give a fuck about the chick I was with. She was
Oh,
just
God.
like,
No,
she
man.
had a mission, bruh, to a point where we was like, all right, me and the girl that I was with, I was like, you're not fighting this chick. She's a little drunk. Blah, blah, to a point we had to leave. Like, I was just like, I can't take this anymore. Like, I don't want the husband trying to stab me or correspond
And
with
did
me.
he never notice?
He didn't say anything. Maybe they were into that shit. Who knows? There are couples that
There
are
are
into that
couples
shit,
that are into
that are
that
into
kind of
swinging and all that shit. But I was just like, man, we got to a point where I felt so uncomfortable. I was like, we got to go, bro. Like, I don't want any problems with this husband. Like, and in Chile, even before TV, just for being a black dude out here, like, I would go out. And we go to like after office when we first got here. I don't know if y'all ever did that when you first got
After
here.
office?
After
No, what the
office,
hell's
the
that?
Wednesday things where you go after work from 7 to
San
1 or
Francisco,
whatever.
whatever.
Yeah. And women would literally come up to me like, oye, estoy casado, tengo dos hijos, mi esposo no está aquí, pero mi sueño para comer un negro como tú. Like,
really?
¿Quieres ir a un motel o algo así? I'm like, no, bitch, you just told me you was married
Oh,
with
God, that's
kids, and
crazy.
you want to fuck me? Like, I mean, like, this is just crazy how open they were. At least in the States, they'll try and hide that shit.
Yeah.
I'm single, I ain't got no chip. That's one thing I do respect about Chileans. They upfront about they cheating. They just
Yeah.
don't give a fuck. Chileans be like, oh, I'm cheating and you know it. You know what I mean?
That- dude,
in the
I've noticed
States,
that too.
most of them try and hide it.
I
You
feel
know,
like,
they'll try
women,
and hide
women in
it.
Chile will mention their boyfriends.
Yeah.
But then it's not like they don't mention it like as an obstacle.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
It's just, you know, getting to know you, chit
Chileans
chat.
upfront as fuck about that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm married. I've been married. I got kids. You know, I got a boyfriend, but I
guess
still
they
want to
say
fuck.
it- I guess they say it in a way like, listen, I'm married, so I'm not going to go all psycho over you.
Yeah.
You know, maybe. Like, just so you know, because
I don't know.
I guess
It's
people
comforting.
That, yeah,
Yes.
maybe, you know, like people that are out for like one night stands are thinking like, oh, man, maybe this bitch is going to be calling me all over again. And maybe,
Yeah.
you know, maybe they say that like, don't worry, we're just going to fuck and that's it.
That's insane to me, bro. I believe in karma, so I don't fuck with married women or people in relationships.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good. But it's just weird to me. Like in the States, they will try and hide it. They will create a whole nother life for you not to find out that they're married or with somebody. In
Yeah.
Chile, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah. That's a good point.
And have you found that has ruined or enlightened maybe your conception about women in the first place? Because a lot of people say that here in Chile, this is like a really machista society and that a lot of people like hate women and are upfront misogynistic. Like these people say that allegedly we all are. We all, whoa. We all are misogynistic. Even though we don't notice it and shit. Because I remember a long time ago when I was single too. I met this girl like at a bar. Also, we were just chatting and shit like that. And then we came back to my place and then shit happened. And then I never asked her if she had a boyfriend or anything like that. I didn't. And I remember that the next day she was like getting dressed and she was on the phone. She was like, mi amor, sí, ¿cómo estás? Sí, muy bien, no, aquí está no, si ya me voy para allá, que ahora ya. Like, she had made some bullshit excuse about, like, her grandma or something. Like, estoy acá donde mi abuelita. Like, it sounded like so fucked. You know, like, aren't you going to go there? Isn't he going to notice that you're fucking hungover?
And
like,
then you going to kiss that motherfucker. Who knows what she just did with you?
You know? And I remember thinking, like, man, that kind of fucking sucks.
I'd be pissed.
It wasn't my fault because I didn't know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I remember thinking, like, maybe that is what give men like this sort of conception, like no son todas maracas.
But they're not helping it though. They do it too. Could you imagine
if you hear that? No, son todas maracas.
Could you imagine though if you had a girlfriend and she came home and at like 5 a.m. smelled like alcohol and penis? Like, come on, man. Like, shit.
Smell like alcohol and penis.
I'd be like, fuck that. That's why.
I've been with girls where it's like, I'm pretty sure I knew that they were kind of fucking around.
Yeah.
Because they would have like.
But were you in a relationship?
Sort of. Like we're dating exclusively, but
not really.
Girls don't really care about that.
Yeah.
Unless it's like your relationship or you're not. Yeah. But they'd be like, I went to go see I with my friend Margarita, and like we went to go see a movie, but it was sold out. And I was like, Spider.
It was sold out, so I went and fucked some guy.
No.
And then they like mentioned some movie, like, what was it? It was like, Jurassic Park, Fallen Kingdom. And this was like 2 months after it came out. And she was like, it was sold out. Like, no, you fucking cheated. I know it because that's definitely not sold out. That was a terrible movie.
It fucking sucks to be cheated on.
Yes,
Were you ever cheated on?
Yeah, I'm sure I have.
But you never noticed
Not
anything?
like blatantly like that, because I haven't been in many relationships, serious relationships, where I could be like, you cheated on me. So my relationship right now is probably one of the longest ones I've ever been in. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I don't throw relationships or the L word out like that, man. Like, so me in relationships, I would sit here and say maybe, but not that I know it because I've never been in a serious relationship like that. Like, I truly trust my chick right now, and I ain't doing shit for her to not trust me. You feel me?
Yeah.
But before I met her, I didn't think I'd ever be able to trust Chilenas. Because I had such bad experience, and then I always had this thing in my head that, okay, they like me because I'm black, and I'm tall, and I'm fit. If I take this girl to the States, will she fuck all the other black, tall, fit dudes? You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Like, that was one thing that would run in my mind, like, fuck. Do they really just like me because I'm a black gringo? So when I take them back to California, are they going to be fucking all the other black gringos?
True.
You know what I mean? So I always thought like that, and it was like insecurities on my part, but also dealing with the type of chicks you dealing with. You know what I mean? So it's like, my chick right now, I have no worries. You know what I mean? But it's like, I used to think like that. I don't know what your mentality is. You're single, like how you think of Chilenas and Latinas down here, but that was mine. Like, I don't know if I could trust this chick and take her back home. And then, you know, if we do get married and live happily ever after, if I'm gone for a week and she hits the gym and just sees these super shredded, tall black dudes, that she not going to just start fucking everybody. You know what I mean? Can happen anywhere, but just because Chilenas are so open, and just the fact that they haven't seen many black dudes such as myself, that was my mentality. Like, all right, there's only like a few of me here. Yeah. What happens if you put this girl where there's like hundreds of dudes similar to me? What's gonna happen? You know what I mean? So that was my mentality.
Yeah, serious commitment hasn't been easy for like me either. Yeah, not because I think like I don't know, just because like I get bored quickly, and I'm assuming as soon as I get bored, then like something's
also
gonna happen.
Get bored.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. Serious commitment's not fun. But I don't.
You don't ever want to be in a relationship then?
Like right now, it's not a good time for me to be in a relationship. Yeah.
You just turned 29 or 30?
30.
Yeah. Oh, you got time, bro. Hell yeah.
I'm down to.
I'm about to be 37 in February. I'm trying to have a family and shit.
Yeah.
I want to get married and have kids.
It's about time.
Yeah, you know, I want to get married and have kids. So.
You already fucked around enough.
Yeah.
But my question is there ever a enough? Is there ever I fucked enough? Because I think nobody ever gets past that.
Dude,
because I'm in a relationship and I do kind of miss fucking around sometimes.
You still fucking in your relationship.
Yeah, true.
Just make sure your girl's not lame. You know what I mean? You got to make sure there's fun.
Yeah.
It's so easy to get into a routine. You just got to make sure y'all having fun, doing some shit. You know what I mean? Like spark some shit. You know what I mean? Like
doing some shit.
You know? Smash in the car, smash in the parking lot. Have fun, man. Dress up. Do that shit.
Dude, but now the girls that come now to me is like, they're always the ones that approach me are these girls that have like long-term relationships. And I meet them like on random places and they're just like, oh, I think you're funny. And now I have to be the accomplice. I've got to be cool with it, and I have to not judge her for wanting to cheat like with me.
Yeah.
And I have to get over that because I've never been the guy who's like pata negra. That's not really my style.
But it depends. Do you believe in karma? Some people don't. Like for me, that's why I always stayed away from relationships and married chicks, just because I didn't want my chick coming back to do the same to me.
But I've always
You know
I've
what
always
I
been
mean?
pretty
So-
true to my word. As soon as I tell a girl like we're dating exclusively, I take this seriously. Like I've done it, you know.
Yeah.
I haven't like fucked around that I can remember.
Yeah.
As soon as I say that, but I'm not like I'm not the guy who says that very quickly. I'm always true to my word. I feel like it's a gringo in me to be like, you know.
As you should be.
But now the girls that approach me are always fucking have the boyfriends, and I have to like be, shoot, I'm gonna have to like
Happens
just
being
say fuck it.
celebrity.
But it isn't your fault though.
no.
So why do you feel bad?
it's like
I don't
that.
know, just not the role I've had before.
Did you
I've
guys
got to be.
ever-
Now I'm the villain. No,
Not
I'm,
necessarily.
You're the bad guy.
I'm the bad guy.
Not necessarily. Yeah.
You guys ever watch Entourage?
Yeah.
I've seen a
Entourage was
couple
my
of
shit.
episodes.
Y'all see the episode where Vince ended up smashing this chick he met at a cafe, and the wife was like, "I'm getting married tomorrow," but she's like, "It's okay because me and my husband have a deal. If you ever meet one of these 5 people on your list, you could fuck them and you won't get in trouble. There's no cheating, and you were on my
Really?
list. So
Really?
maybe you're on these Chileans' list.
Yeah, maybe you're like
You know what I
the
mean?
celebrity
Maybe you're on
exception.
the celebrity exception. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, maybe.
you'll never know. Maybe the
Yeah.
boyfriend wouldn't get mad, or
Yeah, maybe my girlfriend was like, "Oh, I really want to fuck." I don't know, Michael Fassbender. Yeah, all right. You know, do it.
never
And then
know.
somehow I'm also on this Ryan Gosling, Gringo mode on. I'm like,
that's gonna be his next porn channel.
There you go. There you go.
Gringo mode.
Gringo mode on. Yeah.
like what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Come to my channel for your
I
porno.
have been with women that were in relationships, but I was young though. I remember I used to go out with somebody that was married.
Ooh,
but I was
shit.
young. I was
Yeah.
young, and we didn't really go out. It was just like fucking.
Yeah.
And it was, I don't know.
Yeah,
I never met the guy. I mean, I saw him once.
I never knowingly did that shit.
Well, see, that's the thing. But again, it's not your fault though. You know?
Hey, if they don't tell
It's
you,
not your
you
fault.
can't really do anything about it. What you gonna be? Stop lying to me. You
Yeah.
got a boyfriend. You got a
boyfriend.
husband.
Come on,
Stop
accept
lying
it.
to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, come on, bruh.
Tell the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way for you to know that shit.
I don't know why this made me think of one last funny story on my part. Where I played football at University of Tennessee.
Yeah, go ahead.
My roommate was the top 5 recruit in the nation.
Yeah.
Out of California.
What? Who was your roommate?
Tennessee. I don't want to say his name because it's just a funny story. If somebody does get back to this shit.
Oh, God.
This was
Come
on, what's his
2001 through
name?
2006.
Was he a professional player?
Nah, he made the league for like one season, I believe. But anyway, he's like, bro, you ain't gonna believe what happened to me. I was like, what's happening? He's like, I went to this club and I met this lady and she's like, bro, you gorgeous. I'm trying to smash, but my husband's over there. And he's like, what? He's like, yeah, but my husband loves to watch. So he said,
Oh,
him and his
God,
boy,
fuck that,
him and
really?
his boy ran a train on the wife while the husband beat his jacked off in the corner, watching them do that
Oh,
to
my
his
God.
wife.
Way.
Holy fucking
I was
shit.
like, you gotta be shitting me, cuz. He's like, bro,
And
it
the
was
next day he
weird.
scored 3 touchdowns.
And the wife.
He was like, bro, it's some weird shit, but it was cool. I was like, I couldn't do that
I
shit,
could never
bro. With
do
a
that.
dude jacking off, watching
No,
you? Hell
fuck. I couldn't get it up if some fucking guy's jerking off in the same
yeah, oh,
room.
good.
Could you?
It seems really weird.
I couldn't do
Oh,
it.
weird.
I could not do it.
Oh, and that was her. She was like, listen, my husband wants to watch.
Yeah, that's what he said. He's like, the husband was there, and then he was like, yeah, I'm with it. My husband assured everything is fine.
Why the fuck would you want that?
Hey, there are couples who look. This porn is all about this shit, swingers and shit.
Yeah,
Some people
true.
love that shit.
No, but I mean, swingers
I'm not
is one
judging.
thing because
I just
you-
couldn't do it.
No, I mean, yeah, swingers is, you swing off, you change like
Yeah.
the couple. But this is just a guy just
I'm
looking.
sure he was probably smashing other bitches on other nights. Or the wife would bring another girl in. Who knows?
But why would you jerk off though to it?
Yeah.
Maybe look at it, but jerk off.
I'm
Oh
good.
God, I couldn't have a fucking guy beating off. Imagine you in a fucking corner beating off. God, I could never.
Oh,
Hey.
God.
Never say never.
God, there's so much weird fucking fetishes and shit.
There's so many things we can talk about. This is hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm pretty normal in that sense. I think.
Yeah.
I ain't that twisted.
I'm not
Alright.
a twisted dude either.
No, pretty normal shit. All right, so I guess now we have reached the time to say goodbye.
Talked about some political shit and some fucked up porno shit.
That's what we gotta call this episode.
everything.
Fucked up porno shit. There you go.
Political and fucked up porno
It'd
shit.
be called Back in Black. Is that
Back in Black?
Back in Black?
Back in Black.
I mean, sure, if you want him. You want that name.
We also didn't have the word of the day. What was the word of the day?
Yeah, you said it. I can't remember it now, but I remember that you said one. Something like you got a bone.
Yeah, the bone thing you said.
You gotta
own
bone
it to bone it.
You gotta
something
own
like
to
that?
bone. You gotta bone to own.
Bone to own.
Something like that.
There you go. So how do you translate that?
Then he can. to be an owner, is there a verb for that?
Dueño.
Dueño,
Owner.
yeah.
But adueñar is like that. Like
Adueñarse de.
Say el dueño.
Ser el dueño.
Tenía que culiar para adueñar.
Yeah, there you go. Culiar para adueñar. Bone to own.
You gotta bone it to own it.
All right, guys. So that was What We At Podcast. We want to thank Lester for being here.
Thanks for
Lester,
having me,
Thank you
man.
for being here. At last, you did not bitch out because of some fucking protest.
Hey, bro,
Last
if I get
week.
stuck here in the metro, bro, I'm crashing on your couch, but I don't really want to. I want to get back to my bed.
Yeah, I understand, man. All right, Chris, any closing comments or anything?
Nothing much. Yeah, we're gonna try to come up with sketches right now. If you guys are, you want to do?
Nah, I can't do it right now. I'll get it another day if y'all want to. I got some funny ideas I want to do with y'all about the N-word.
Okay, cool.
I told Chris some of my
Really?
ideas.
Really want to do
So
something about
I
the
want to
N-word?
do it so we can teach the Chileans about the N-word. You know what I
Cool.
mean? So
Awesome.
if we can do it next week, I'm with it. I got some good ideas I think y'all would love. Some funny comedy skits. Won't get y'all in trouble, but it's basically just
I
being
don't care
funny
about trouble.
and teaching Chileans they should not use the N-word.
The N-word
especially in
etiquette.
certain- Yeah, N-word etiquette. So I'm
etiquette.
game if y'all with it.
All right, yeah. Let's fucking shake on it right now.
I'm game. We can
All
do
right.
it next week. I'm with it. I got a couple ideas I think y'all be perfect for.
Cool.
Because we got Chris, the white gringo, and then the Chilean. I think it'd be perfect in a black gringo. Perfect for some ideas I got.
All right, awesome. Okay, so stay tuned for those fucking videos then that we're gonna shoot next week. Well, no, not next week, because later. And
We'll plan it out.
thanks for listening. Remember, What We At Podcast at What We At Podcast on Instagram and What We At on YouTube and Spotify. Take care. Bye bye. See ya.